Good morning, guys. For the past couple of mornings, we've been having tea time and hot chocolate time together. This morning, I have a special guest, which most of you are probably familiar with, our oldest daughter, Aliyah Summers. And we're just going to sit and have some tea time this morning and talk about Gambia. So this is going to be like an interview style where we're just asking each other random questions. Nothing is scripted. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to a very interesting conversation with my daughter, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too. Let's see.
How is your family like settling in versus how you expected them to settle in, or is it exactly how you expected?
No, she didn't.
Let's get into the real juice.
I did not expect you to ask this question.
Tired of these play questions.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. Oh, it is not what I expected. Are you trying to bring the toxic out? Okay, it's not what I expected. Okay. The reaction of the family as a whole.
Yeah.
Right? I expected that to be the reality after some time. Mm-hmm. Not like within the first week.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So being that I'm just talking about the whole family.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That was the question.
Yeah. So Issa started crying for daddy, like waking up in the night, and I was calling him and all that stuff. So I was thinking, okay, alhamdulillah, like we're going to have this feeling of just closeness and togetherness and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. When we arrive, he's finally going to get like this quality time he's been craving and everything. Mm-hmm. And I think the shock of, I hope this doesn't make my family sound ungrateful to any degree, but I think that the shock of just the change, the children's shock of the environment, like they like it here, but they're no longer free. Mm-hmm. They can't go outside really like they're used to, and all of that stuff. It's like he even forgot the whole reason why he wanted to be here. Like it wasn't that connection. Mm-hmm. The family definitely didn't feel that. It's hard to describe that whole connection, like versus when daddy comes to Gambia. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Automatically it's this love, this connection, this clinginess, this, this whole, at least for a while. Yeah. But this time it's just like we're all together, but stress. Stress. Like, mommy, what are we gonna do? Go outside and play. There's nothing to do out there. Are there any shops? Can we go walking? Like, yeah, we can go walking. Well, what are we going to do when we get there? Is there a shop? No, there's no shop. Then they don't want to go anymore. Yeah. And then they're not even looking for daddy. They're looking like, what happened to my life? I can't do nothing. Yeah. I can't, so that in itself, like, causes some degree of stress. Astaghfirullah. I don't know if that sounds ungrateful or not.
But I understand.
But, so the children that were just waiting to feel, they were waiting to feel what they feel when daddy normally visits Gambia. They were waiting to feel that. Mm-hmm. It didn't appear to be the same vibe. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that was a disappointment, not just on the children's end, but on the adults as well. Mm-hmm. Because we're faced with different stressors that we're not necessarily faced with in Gambia. You talk about real tea. Well, the fact that, a small amount of money can go a longer ways. The family being together in the U.S. and the family being together in the Gambia, it's not the same feeling. It's not the same vibe, although we're all grateful, but that relaxed, laid back, you have time to live in the moment. You have time to appreciate everything that's under your roof and in front of you and all of that. And just that time to enjoy being present. That's life in Gambia. That doesn't mean if you uproot and bring the whole family here to America, you get to have all of that. It's not the same, because you're dealing with the stressors that are here in the United States. Okay, now how do I feed this family? We had the situation with the medical, whereas like one of the kids got an ear infection. In Gambia, you go and pay $300, which is like less than $5 to see a doctor, and then you pay the medication out of your pocket and everything like that. Well, here we're in the U.S., American citizens, we go to the doctor office, can't even afford to get seen. That puts stress on the family. That puts stress on stress on the parents. So the stress that is on the parents is automatically delivered to the family. It's an automatic thing. Like, parents are not stressed out and miserable and it just stays at that level. No, it leaks down onto the family. So it's not the same. Yes, I definitely expected it to be delayed. If that answers the question.
The actual reaction, it wasn't unexpected. It was just the time that it happened was unexpected.
Yeah. It was like, we got off the plane and no, I mean, alhamdulillah, I'm grateful. No, I am grateful. This tea is nice.
It's nice, yeah. I don't even have any sweetener in mine. I don't really like tea with sweetener.
Oh, with you being in your early 20s and work and career being such a major part of your life and like thriving, you came, well, after arriving to the US, you had like 2 job interviews at least within a week.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Alhamdulillah. After having different business ideas, which is very difficult for you to even have like a lot of full conviction in at your age, versus someone who has worked for years and years and trying to start a business. But, I would always try to fuel you with hopes for starting with different types of businesses in Gambia. And then it worked out however it worked out. It was never like lived up to our hopes. And then you travel and then you get these job interviews right away. How did you reflect on that, about like moving forward with your life? Like, what am I trying to say? How did that make you feel like, okay, I'm able to accomplish these things that are so important to me right now? Did you ever think like, how am I even going to be able to go back after accomplishing these goals? Like,
no.
How did that affect you? Like that experience?
Well, the getting a job thing, alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful that I was able to get a job as quickly as I did, considering, how it is right now. But I know for sure I want to sit here and work for a couple of years. But at most, I also know that I don't want to do it for more than 2 years. I do have the goal of starting my own business, and I still intend to do that. And I know that I can achieve that in the Gambia, but just to be working in America for years and years and years. I mean, you get addicted to the money. I know, because last time when I was here, I was working and making that good coin. I was very much, I was enjoying, but like, Salaam alaikum.
Adam Summers in the house.
Alaikum salam.
Adam, you want to join our interview?
But yeah, I don't intend to just stay here forever. I do want to eventually go back to the Gambia. I don't know if I'm going to go back in 2 years, but I know I want to move from here in America at least in 2 years.
Oh, to leave from America in 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I was just wondering where you were mentally, like when you got those interviews, like, wow, this was pretty easy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to that struggle.
No. I I know it was easy, but I also know it's not always easy. I just got lucky by the mercy of God.
Alhamdulillah.
But I know last time I struggled for months trying to get a job, and it just so happened that I got one like fat. But I know that at the same time they can take it away. Fat. They can
exactly.
just
you don't own it.
Exactly, it's not mine, which that would never happen if I had my own business. So
yeah, okay,
that definitely is still a goal within the next 5 years. I would like to accomplish for myself. Inshallah.
What have you learned from your family? Like, what have you learned from seeing from the beginning of the initial decision to move to Gambia, the struggles we've encountered over the past 4 years, Daddy highly suggesting and recommending the family comes here for a while, us actually accomplishing that, seeing what the family is now, like what have you learned from your parents, your family, the experience, just like in a nutshell, that has formed your goals for life? I said that last question was the last deep question.
Let me think. Okay. One is that raising children, or like raising, black children, Muslim black children, I should say, because it's so many different layers. It's so many different layers to it. I've seen Black Americans in Gambia. They don't grow. I mean, they grow, but they don't grow as much as the Muslim Black Americans. Like, it's different. So, being that we are Black Muslims, I feel like it's essential to at least spend some time in a majority Black Muslim country. I mean, I feel like, inshallah, I would definitely be giving that chance, if it's in my power, to my own children, because you learn a lot of lessons. You get to experience the adhan being called right across the street. You get to experience so many different things. All of your friends are Muslims. They might not be, but they're all Muslim. They're all, you have the same values. Hachu, alhamdulillah, yarhamukallah. Like everything, even something so simple, everyone's doing it. So it's like, it's different from being in here. You're Black, you're Muslim, you go to school, you might have Black friends, you might have Muslim friends, but Black, Muslim, majority, like, it's just different.
Nothing's like it.
Nothing's like that. So I learned that is a very valuable feeling that I feel like every Black Muslim child should be able to feel. That's one. Two, I learned that sometimes you have to make really big sacrifices that you don't have any belief in as a woman. If you're married and your husband wants that, that's he keeps shaking his head. Sometimes you just have to swallow whatever pride, and that even if you know truly that your decision is the best decision. I mean, no one knows truly because God, but you feel it deep in your heart. This is the thing that makes the most sense. Sometimes you just have to let go. If your husband, your provider, is pushing for something. My mom taught me that.